Kia ora, Tinakoto, hello and welcome back to FTL here on board the Rock Cruiser Type A, otherwise known as Within to Rock. With our three original crew members, iron, nickel and cobalt elements that are found inside Rock. And we've also got Ariel in the teleporter. Now I think actually you'll send a cobalt over there while we're at it. Okay, so yeah, we're pretty kinda okay at the moment. I wouldn't say we're totally in the green here. We've got ourselves a BL1, so we're not totally dependent on our missiles anymore, which is good. We've also got ourselves a teleporter to take those guys out and get a big bonus and scrap and whatnot. Level 2 shields, but not much else going for us, to be honest, which has me slightly worried. Okay, here we are in Sector 3, a rock-controlled sector, which has some awesome music. And we've got two distinct options here. Looks like we can hang out up here or down here, and I like down here, so let's go down here. What do we have here? No one bothers your ship as you float among numerous space stations and mining platforms. The Rock certainly run efficient operations. Huh, that's funny, seeing as they're big, slow brutes. Okay, let's jump further in. A rock ship flies past your windows and you recognize outcast decorations on the hull. These must be pirates! Oh no, what are we gonna do? Let's jump on board and see if we can cause some mayhem. Now hopefully we'll be okay here. I don't think we are, to be honest. We might have to pull our guys out because they're pretty evenly matched. Cobalt just keeping ahead of the blows there, but not by much. Yeah, we're going to have to pull our guys out. And just in time. But thankfully they don't have a med bay, so this shouldn't be too problematic for us. They've only got enough power to do 2 shields damage, I believe. If they hit us. Goodness me. Yeah, we're going to need to get some more power as well to keep this online. Because I normally just like to get power for these, even though I know it's inefficient to have power in your med bay when you're not in there. But I just like getting power for it just because I keep forgetting that it's in there, or it's not in there, or what have you. I don't know, I guess I just need to play a bit more. Alright, let's get back in there and finish these poor suckers off. Oh, we've got evasion masters now. How's about that? And down goes the last dude. You find a weapon system on their ship. With no crew to stop us, we can install it on our own. Hallelujah! 23 scrap and a heavy laser. That is some fantastic news, because we're no longer fully dependent on our missiles here. We can actually turn off our Artemis, turn on this heavy laser. That is pretty good, if you ask me. Alright, get you in there, and you there. And we are ready to go here. I've got a store there. Now we're going to save up our scrap, just as you always do. They might have a BL2 or something, that'd be fantastic. But first let's check out this distress beacon and see if they've got anything fancy for us. It appears the distress beacon is coming from the surface of a nearby moon. Our sensors are picking up a single life form. Let's go down to investigate. We find a colony that seems to have been recently attacked. Exploring the devastation, we find a lone survivor. Well, let's invite him to join our crew. We need those extra crew members. He happily offers his services in exchange for getting off that rock. Now, rock. They always, the guy always from these events is called Charlie. It's just, what species is Charlie this time? He's a rock man. Well, that could be useful for a fireboarding tactic if we get a firebomb or some kind of weapon like that. Yeah, that's probably another thing while we go into the store. Let's see what they got. That's a nice technoplanet. You come across a rock trading post. It's rare they deal with outsiders, but they need to sell the last of their stock, and will pay their dues for their transgressions when they return home. Well, we've got a defense drone here. Drone control might not be a bad idea to pick up, to kind of reduce the damage from the, what are they called? Reduce damage from the... missiles! I wonder if I should sell my Pegasus missiles here. If I don't come across an ion bomb or something, I'm going to need this to take out the flagship. The Artemis? Am I ever going to use the Artemis again? I might. We don't have a good situation as far as weapons go. Wait, we're running a little bit low on fuel, so let's just pick up a little bit. I think we'll get a bit of extra power as well. And we'll hold on to the rest of our money for now, see if we can come across another store. Let's see if we can go to here and maybe connect to one of these two, just to see what we got. Uh-oh, it's a sun. Unusual solar activity in this region means you need to get out, quick! The rock pirate nearby apparently thinks otherwise as they move in to attack our ship. Well, well, well. They've only got one shield, so these guys are basically hosed. We're not going to jump on board this time, I don't think, because it's going to be a bit involved to take them down, I reckon. And I want to try and take out that missile before it fires, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Oh, dang it. And the missile fires, hopefully it'll miss. And it hits our engines, dang it. Okay, we've got fires on the ship, so let's get the fires under control. So do they, though. So do they. There we go. Get the combinations going, and now they're running about their ship amok. Maybe we do want to send our people over. While they're a bit distracted, we can jump into their med bay. Oh, one dude's coming. Maybe we can take him out. Not likely, though. Okay, let's move these guys out. See if he moves over. He does. And let's see how that goes. There we go. Okay, if we can bring our people back, if we need to bring our people back, we can. Okay. Now those guys are trying to fix the shields. Oh, in they come to the oxygen. We're doing okay for fires. Health-wise, yeah, we're doing okay as well. Ariel keeping ahead of the fight there. Same goes for Cobalt. Might actually be able to do this. And down he goes. Cool. With the crew dead, we're able to take the fuel into storage. And we also gain 36 scrap and 4 fuel. Well, I feel bad for buying some fuel just there. Alright, let's close the doors. Open the doors. Get these guys a healing. And it's time to go. Where are we going to jump to? I feel like jumping there is a bit too early. What we're going to do probably is jump up here, 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 and then jump around and see how we do. So let's do that. It's an asteroid field here. A rookie rock cargo ship's taken its orders too literally. It took the most direct route to their destination. Right through an asteroid field. They're confused and fire wildly as we jump in. Well, yeah, we're going to need to take out that missile before we jump on board, I reckon. Let's close the doors and let our weapons charge. Okay, that missile's going to have a chance to fire before we can do anything. Let's go. Yep, it looks like it's going for the sensors or something. There we go. Oh, we took the missile offline, but it went back online, of course. Oh well. Okay, now we can jump on board, but I want to keep that missile offline if possible. Let's see if we get lucky here. And it's down, so now we can jump on board and start to do some damage. Out comes the pilot, but we should be able to get some decent damage in on Schultz before he gets in. There we go. We might need to pull our guys back here. It looks like we're doing okay at the moment. Kind of got some random damage going on from Ariel, the Mantis. This guy's taking a beating. Is he gonna die? Okay, we lost one, and he's almost dead. I just wanted to play it safe there. Whew. Okay, well now that nobody's in their helm, we should be able to hit them when they do get their missiles back online. Let's just heal our dudes up. Yeah, at this point they're pretty much okay. Alright, let's just take that missile down. Oh, there he goes. Their system's suffering. The rockship attempts to make contact.
Alien vessel, cease your attack. We'll pay.
They offer us 6 fuel, 2 drone parts, and 17 scrap. Well, that's a fantastic amount of fuel, but I feel like I could get more scrap from you if I waited a few seconds. There are no more life signs remaining on their ship, so we strip it of useful materials, getting 3 fuel, 2 missiles, and 35 scrap. That's a much better scrap reward, and still a decent amount of fuel. Good trade. And yeah, let's heal these guys all the way to the max. There we go. And it's about time that we got the heck out of here. I don't think we took any damage there, which is good. Go. Strike team, go! Nickel took a bit of damage there. He did take 2 ships, one chasing the other. Scan shows the pursuers are a pirate. Let's aid those civilians. You power up your weapons and engage the pirate. Ah, yes. Okay. Now, they can hurt us here if they sync up their weapons properly, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem because they're a human and a Zoltan. Of all the species, the worst possible ones. No way, I guess the Engi and the Zoltan are the worst as fighters. So, you're okay, Charlie? Let's heal up Nickel. Just while we're doing things. Oh, wow. No more life signs are detected on the pirate ship. You were hastened to contact those civilians. We gained 2 missiles, 1 drone part, and 34 scrap. The civilian ship wisely made a fast retreat while we distracted the hostile ship. Yeah, let's bring the men home. And heal them up. Pretty standard stuff. Let's get him in there. Oh, so as long as ships don't have 3 shields, we'll be okay for a while. Oh man, that's not going to last long though, to be honest. I'm very tempted to jump over here to just try and find what, if any of these are a store. I want to get to a second store here, ideally. Just to see if I can get my hands on some kind of fire beam or a fire bomb, because that would really make this run fantastic. With their high resistance to heat, the outlaw rocks often settle very close to stars. That is why it's hardly surprising when our ship gets boarded! As we stumble past a hidden settlement. Well, we've got 2 rock men who've just jumped on board and they're probably going to go to the shields. Well, we can fight here. Let's get these 2 guys ready to go. When these guys will eventually need to leave. Okay, we've got solar impact, but we can't leave just yet. Okay, we got 1 fire there, that's okay. Let's get these guys to the med bay, and then send these guys in to fight the borders. So these guys can be ready to go. The fires are out. Let's try and get rid of these borders as soon as we can. Whew. Okay, down goes 1. Almost. Maybe. Okay, let's get these guys in the teleporter ready to go. Let's just try and get rid of this guy as soon as we can. Down he goes. So we send these guys to the med bay if we can. We have to jump. And we do have a store there, okay. Let's hit the distress up and then head to the store, and then we might have a bit of time. 1, 2, maybe 3? Maybe 3. We might get lucky here. I'm a gambling man. Let's do it. Alright. A ship without life forms within a nearby dense asteroid field is giving off the distress signal. Shall we investigate? It could be dangerous. Let's search for that ship. We find a pirate ship damaged and abandoned. You salvage what we can and move on, gaining 2 missiles, 1 drone part, and 21 scrap. Well, that's kind of important, because we've got a store right here. We might pick up cloaking. That would be a good alternative to a drone control if they don't have drone control. If they have a fire weapon, that'd be great as well. You guys know my thought process already, don't you? Because I've said it like 50 bajillion times. Let's get the crew back to their places, and prepare to head to that store. We're cutting it really fine here. I've had closer scrapes though. You receive a hail on Federation frequencies. Your Federation? We weren't sure we'd ever see a friendly face again. There's little business here. Perhaps you'd like to trade? Perhaps. Well, I don't have really anything that I wanted, to be honest. I think we're going to pick up the cloaking. There we go. And a bit of this as well. There we go. Use up the last of my scrap to get myself back on track. Power up the cloaking. Good. And yeah. Ooh. Perhaps I could go 1, 2, then to the exit. Just try and get a little bit more scrap here. There we go. I'm just going to do it. An abandoned ship. Station circles along the planet. A quick check yields schematics for a drone. We can get 13 scrap and the system repair drone. Yeah. Now let's head over to this last sector. Oh, this is a nice background. You see a Zoltan merchant and ask about his wares. He responds, "Sorry, but it took years to gain their trust. I can't be seen communicating with you. I hope you understand." He cuts communications. Yeah. Now we've got to go to the exit, so we've got 13 scrap for that. That wasn't really worth it, was it? You found the exit beacon, but the rebels got here first! Oh! You must survive long enough to be able to jump to the next sector. Well, we can't have that now, can we? They sent 1 person over to our shields, so let's go ahead and send our strike team over to deal with the threat. Now, we've got some real problems here. we have some real problems, because they have 3 shields, which basically means we can't really hurt them all that much. So I'm going to cloak out now, because I'm an idiot. We'll heal up these guys, and maybe, just maybe, if I power up my Artemis, we might be able to take these people out. If we're lucky. Oh man. Now let's depower the oxygen for a second, because I pretty much need everything else. Okay, hopefully we get some lucky evades there. We'll have to get really lucky with those evades. Oh, we got 4 damage, goodness me. Okay, their medbay is down, so we can jump in. One person has come over. Okay. Oh, we're looking good. We're looking good. We're taking a bit of damage there, but for the most part we're doing okay. Ooh, lucky shot there. And we should be able to dodge that missile when it fires, just like so. And we dodged the other stuff to boot. There's no more sound in there, salvage the enemy ship, so we've got to get out before they, you know, we gain 1 fuel for our efforts. Not a lot, but then again, that was okay. Yeah, we did get a bit of pilot or fighter training at the very least, which I'm okay with. And these hull repairs aren't going to fix themselves, so we'll send this guy back in there, and then we'll get these to repairing just because Mantis suck at repairing stuff. Ay. Repair faster, gentlemen. You know, it wouldn't be so bad to actually have the hull breach in a thing that's close to the airlock, because that does actually increase the what's the word? The rate at which the oxygen leaves the ship. If you open up all the doors, oxygen will go out faster if you have more holes. Simple maths. But it's a pretty major thoroughfare area along here, so we kind of do need to keep it. And the same goes for over here as well, so that's one disadvantage to this layout. But I'm okay with that. And then this dude's the what is he? What are you? What are you? Who's the best fighter amongst you? Nicholas, but... Okay. Sorry, I'm confused. You're my weapons man. You're doing really good with the weapons there, but you have a couple more kills. Yeah. I'm actually just going to keep him on the helm there, and we'll bring Charlie down. He's been promoted. Oh, cool. And it's about time we got the heck out of here. NG controlled sector. On me. Wow, that's a nice one. You have arrived in NG space. The Mantis have been threatening the NG core worlds, but we should be able to stock up for our journey. Let's hope so, right? Unfortunately, this is a friendly sector and we like fighting. Okay, we've got a distress beacon up there. Do I want to hit that? Let's might as well give it a try. Give it a try. What do we got here? The distress signal originates at a small NG ship under attack by a rebel fighter. But when they see Federation markings, they turn to attack. Uh-oh. Holy drones, Batman. So they've got an anti-personnel drone, which is not good. And they have 3 shields, so we can't actually hurt them with our burst laser, heavy laser combo. So we are going to have to use our Artemis here to, at the very least... Yeah, I think we'll take out their shields with the Artemis, and then we can move in with our other weapons. Can't send our dudes on board just yet. Okay, they've now fired a missile, so we're going to dodge. Cool. And we'll keep those guys there. Okay, we got a lucky hit there. Let's depower this and power up our heavy laser. They're sending in a repair drone. Goodness me. Holy repairs, Batman. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, everybody. Okay, dang it. We missed our window. Right, we're gonna have to... What we're gonna have to do is... Oh man, we're gonna eat a bit of damage. 1 damage, that's not too bad. Okay, we're gonna have to take out their med bay with our Artemis missile here. Just to make sure it goes down. And they're firing another rocket. Wow, we're just eating the damage. Okay, med bay's down and they're trying to send medbots in. Medbots. Okay, we can dodge this missile, thank goodness. Now they're sending in an anti-personnel drone. They're sending in all the drones today. Not if I can help it. Okay, the medbay's actually been repaired now, which is not good. Okay, and they missed another attack with a missile. Okay, we're gonna have to bring our boys home, because they are not doing well. Time to go, boys. Time to go. Let's heal up. Okay, yeah, let's take out the oxygen there. Ow! Down goes the teleporter. Man, they've got tons of rockets, and we're eating almost all of them. I hate not having drone control. Let's cloak. We're gonna have to repair that teleporter. Yikes. And that dude is healing up as well, which is not good. Ow, more damage, and now our Artemis is offline. Now we're going to have to wait for the Artemis to be back on. Shields are down a notch, but that's okay. The oxygen's off, I didn't realise. There we go. Take that out of the mid bay. Cloak. Turn on the Artemis. How many more missiles do they have? Is this ever going to be worth it? I have no idea. Let's find out. Okay, now they're out of missiles, finally. Okay. Now we can get in there and finish the job. Are they going to run out of drones soon? I'm not sure if this fight was worth it, to be honest. But they are down. Yeah. You gotta pick your battles wisely in this game. Okay, yeah, it looks like they run out of whatever they're called, drones. Okay, let's just stay in there a little bit longer, and let's get out of there. Okay, heal up. Maybe I shouldn't be spending all my money on systems, and instead should be focusing on my engines. Insight with Birdtross. Alright, let's get in there. Any day now. There we go. Now they've prepared it again, so we're going to have to take it out once more. And now it's on fire, so we're going to send our single rock man in there. We may even send another dude in. Now we'll actually just send the one rock man in because he's pretty beast, even by himself in a situation like this. Just because those humans are going to be taking so much damage. There we go, one's out. We're tagging in. Okay, this is not good. Charlie is not healthy right now. He's going to have to make a run for it. And time to go. Yikes, that was close one. Get in there. At least they're going to die now due to, you know, fire. Okay, they can't dodge anymore. I want to try and get in there before their ship dies just due to general ship dying. The next highest priority target will probably be their oxygen. Well, anywhere is a high priority target, I guess, if if we're in the ship. Alright, looks like they're not going to come and try and save it. Oh, we got one of the rock achievements. Cool. Alright, let's try and take this ship out before things get really hairy. And down he goes. The rebels destroyed. You pick up bones of their ship and wait for the small NG ship to catch up. We gained 2 fuel, 1 missile, and 35 scrap. The NG vessel turns out to be very poorly equipped. Barely a runabout, really. They're trying to outrun the rebels and need all the help they can get. Well, this is the situation where this is where you get the NG medbot dispersal. There's like a tiny percent chance here, like a 25% chance or something. If you give them this, and if you give them this, you just kind of don't really get anything. I can't remember what you get for this. Probably something that we don't really need. To be honest, what I really need right now is just to hang on to my scrap, so I'm actually just not gonna not give them anything. NGs can't feel fair, so they bear you no ill will when you explain you're unwilling to help. They set off on their journey, and we do the same. Alright, let's get out of there before the ship explodes. Heal up, Charlie. Get the Mantis back in there. And it is time to jump out. As soon as we repair this. Let's send all 4 people there. Okay, Cobalt's a bit hurt as well. Yes, I'll send him to the mid bay once we're done. There we go, that was quick. Oh! Luckily we got Charlie out of there in time, because that ship just blew up. Wow. Alright, now, you're my weapons man. I just realised nobody's on my shields. That could be a contributing factor to why we're not doing so well. Okay. Let's jump over here and carry on. Hopefully we'll find a store. I need those repairs. You're immediately contacted by a settlement. Hello, travellers. Your ship seems to be outfitted for combat. Care to take up a bit of mercenary work? Let's listen to that offer. Some of our friends have taken to piracy in the recent chaos of the war. We'd like you to convince them of their poor decision by severely damaging their ship. We'll pay you well, as long as you don't kill them all. Kill them all. Let's accept. Just be sure not to blow them up, they say nervously as they direct you to a nearby moon. You find the pirate ship docked there. They immediately respond to your appearance with, "Your money or your life." They must be new to this. Well, these guys are pretty well equipped if you ask me. Okay, what we're going to have to do is depower this and save our missiles. We do have the cloaking though, so we can avoid any major problems with that halberd beam if we need to. For the most part we should be okay. What we need to do is do this. Okay. Okay, the thing's down, but they did resist it, but again the thing is down, so we should be able to get on there now. Okay. And the shields jump up just in time for the halberd beam. What timing, folks. Okay. The Mantis fighting an Engie. We know who's going to win that fight, and there's a rock and a human as well. Second miss of the small bomb. But it looks like those are going to sync up, so what we need to do is cloak right now to avoid taking the damage from the halberd beam. If that was a good cloak, that wasn't a good cloak, I don't know what was. With all the would-be pirates dead... Oh crap. You think it best not to return to the settlement? We prepare to jump. We get 3 fuel, 2 missiles, and 22 scrap. I forgot. Oh well. Oh well. Easy come, easy go. Anyway, let's... Okay. Oh dear. Let's heal up and prepare to move on. I totally forgot that we needed just to, like... This... I thought it was not quite... That should be different. Like, you kill one of the crew members... There should be one crew member left and he's just like, I don't want to fight! Okay, I give up! Sort of thing, you know? Oh well. Where are we going? Here or here? I want to try and see what's down there. Because we do need a store now that we're not doing too well on the hull. An advanced Rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small Rebel space station. Sensors indicate it's a storage vessel for military goods. Well, we're actually doing pretty well on missiles and drone parts and whatnot. Yeah, so they've got some kind of laser thing and a rocket. And they've got drones as well, okay. I'm going to try and cloak and access the cache, and we'll see how that goes for us. Before you can get close enough to scan the station, the automated ship detects you and moves in. Holy moly, okay. They've only got 2 shields, thankfully, and they've got a BL2 as well. Wow! I regret this decision. Oh my goodness, a BL2? Why me? Okay, let's fire on their weapons. We gotta dodge the missile. Oh, we got a miss. Dang it, we'll have to fire again with our BL1. Okay, and we got some misplaced shots there. The oxygen's down. We took out one of the drones. They don't have a second drone by the looks of it, but we're eating the damage. This could be the end of us. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my goodness gravy. Oh, we got a lucky miss there. Gonna need to dodge right now. And let's see if we can take out those shields. Here we go. And get in with the heavy laser. And we got a miss. We're gonna have to jump. And there's the store. Thank goodness. We're gonna have to go straight for that because we've only got 3 hull left. And guess what that means? The engine can do remarkable things with just a pile of scrap. The engine hired this beacon is selling equipment for just that. Okay, I'm gonna need to sell something here just to get me over 80 scrap, and hopefully we'll get a drone, a defense drone, and get lucky here. System repair. Okay, let's sell that. Yeah. Okay, we've got a limited amount of scrap left. We're gonna have to blow it all on just keeping ourselves alive. I think it's probably better for us at this point to actually get rid of the Pegasus. We need the scrap, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and heal ourselves up. Oh man. And start to fix that O2 because we're starting to suffocate. Let's just get the airflow going as we're down to half oxygen. Come on boys, your lives literally depend on it. Okay, we're back in fighting shape, which is good, but otherwise we're not doing too good here. We need more scrap, more power, something along those lines. Okay, we've got a second store over there and a distress beacon. Well, well, well. I think I'm going to go distress, up here distress, and we'll try and hang out up here if possible. Or we could go here, store, maybe. We just need more scrap. As much scrap as we can manage. Oh, Cobalt's a little hurt. The distress signal is coming from the space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. The defense system has gone haywire and their repair crew can't approach without being fired on. They're looking for help to fix or disable it, and I don't think I've seen this one in a while. Cloaking. Let's use our cloaking to disable that system. Use your ship's cloaking to prevent the defense system from getting a lock. Once closer, you are able to safely disable the system. They thank you and offer a reward of 3 fuel, 1 dropper, and 27 scrap. Good. Oh, dang it. I need more money. Right, we've got another store. Wow, okay. Yeah, let's check the stores out. For reasons. A message arrives. Your scrap, ours. Our weapons for you. You're about to raise the shields when you realize it's just an injured trader looking for a trade. Okay, they've got a scrap recovery arm. It's not too late to pick one up, but we don't really have anything to sell now. And these other things might have some kind of fire weapon that we desperately need to perfect our strategy here. An engine ship hails. Engine upgrade necessary for travel home. Sale of equipment necessary for engine upgrade. Right. Nothing really that we need. That sucks. We've got all the systems. We don't really have anything to use them with now. 3 stores and nothing. Yikes. Cobalt's still hurt, dang it. You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them asking what's wrong. Help! I'm being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. Let's leave them alone. You can't risk fighting some unknown alien on every backwater station we come across. Be prepared to jump. Alright. Now the ship still seems to be pretty red. Okay, it is filling up though, so that's okay. We've got one more jump in us. Let's get lucky. Please get lucky. We're not doing too good here. You pick up a distress call from a civilian ship. It's being chased by a mantis. Let's, what do they got? Halberd and heavy. Yikes. Okay, let's aid that civilian ship. Refram, power up the weapons, and prepare to engage the mantis. Not today. Okay, yeah, they've got 3 shielding, so we're going to have to take out Artemis and take out their med bay. For the most part, we should be okay against this ship, because we have the cloaking. But man... Okay, we've got okay shields for this thing, and that is out now, and the Engi's coming, so's the Mantis. It's an ion bomb. It took out our weapons, but thankfully we don't really need our weapons anymore. Okay, let's see if we can take these guys out before we get any real problems. That rock is holding his own against Hector. Hector. Alright, and now the Mantis is coming in to help out. And down they go. No more lost signs are detected on the pirate ship, so we're hastening to contact those civilians, getting 2 fuel, 1 missile, and thankfully 44 scrap. What do those civilians have to say? They respond. It's a good thing you came when we did. We'd be dead now otherwise. I'm a shipwright, and I'd like to help you like you helped me. They give us 17 scrap and a firebomb. Yes! Finally! Oh, that is good. That is so good. That's exactly what we need. Now we can fire up the fireballing. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, we can't really use Ariel now. Okay, we're gonna have to take. Who are we gonna take? Yeah. I think we're gonna take. Let's get Charlie there. Now we can't really take Nickel. We can't really take that guy because they're masters. It's gonna have to be Cobalt because he's the one that's not a master. That sucks. Okay, let's get everything set up nicely. You need healing. There we go. Now we've got the Firebomb. That is so good. That is just so good. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. And we've got a decent amount of scrap now. Okay, what we're going to do is head to the exit. How are we doing for this? We need 100 scrap for that. Okay, hopefully we'll get a bit of scrap here at the exit. Then we can upgrade our shields. You arrive at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, we can jump to that next sector. You arrive near a damaged and dilapidated space station. It appears to be abandoned, but we detect faint life signatures on board. Let's scrap some of that debris. I think you can lose crew members from this. There we go. While waiting for the FTL drive to charge, we skirt around the edge of the station and collect 25 scrap. Well, that's useful. Okay. Where are we going now? We're going to NG Homeworld's Zoltan-controlled sector. Well, I do want to hit these red ones, and I don't want to have to go through a nebula. So it's going to be NG Homeworlds. Cool. You have arrived in NG space. The Mantis have been threatening the NG core worlds, but we should be able to stock up for our journey. And if you want to see if we do, you're going to have to come back in the next episode. Because that is it for this episode of FTL on board the Rock Cruiser Type A within the Rock. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, it'd be awesome if you hit that like button. But other than that, my name is Birdtross. Thank you very much for watching, and kia kaha.